Imagine a beast of steel that looks more like a machine from the future than a weapon of today. A war machine with no crew in its turret, powered by artificial intelligence, and built to dominate the battlefield. This is the Russian T-14 Armata, a tank so advanced that military experts around the world call it the future of armored warfare. But what makes it so powerful? Why is it feared by NATO? And is it truly the game-changer Russia claims it to be? Today, on SkyIntel, we uncover the full story of the T-14 Armata. The T-14 was developed by Russia's defense manufacturer Ural-Vagonzavod and was first revealed to the public in 2015 during Moscow's famous Victory Day parade. For decades, Russia relied on upgraded versions of older Soviet tanks like the T-72 and T-90. But as NATO countries introduced more advanced designs, Russia needed a revolutionary platform, something completely new. And that's how the Armata project was born. Built not just as a tank, but as a universal combat platform, the T-14 was meant to represent the next generation of Russian military dominance. At first glance, the T-14 looks different from any tank you've seen before. Its most revolutionary feature is the unmanned turret. Unlike Western tanks, the crew of 3 sits in a heavily armored capsule in the front of the hull, completely separated from the ammunition. This means that even if the turret is hit, the crew has a much higher chance of survival. The T-14 weighs around 55 tons, making it lighter than many Western counterparts but still extremely well protected. Its armor combines malachite explosive reactive plating with the Afghanet active protection system, making it one of the hardest tanks in the world to destroy. Its sleek, futuristic design also gives it a lower radar and thermal signature compared to older Soviet designs. The T-14 Armata is armed with a 125mm smoothbore cannon, the 2A82-1M. This gun can fire armor-piercing rounds, high-explosive shells, and even long-range guided missiles with deadly accuracy. These missiles can hit targets as far as 8 kilometers away. There are even plans to upgrade the T-14 with a massive 152mm gun which, if deployed, would make it the most powerful tank cannon ever mounted. Supporting its main gun are a 12.7mm heavy machine gun and a 7.62mm coaxial machine gun, giving the T-14 flexibility to deal with infantry and lighter vehicles. With its autoloader system, the T-14 doesn't rely on human loaders, allowing it to maintain a faster rate of fire. What truly sets the Armata apart from other tanks is its futuristic technology. The Afghanet active protection system can detect and intercept incoming anti-tank missiles before they strike. A network of radars and sensors provides the crew with complete 360-degree battlefield awareness. Advanced thermal imaging and night vision allow the T-14 to operate effectively in total darkness. Some of its systems are semi-autonomous, reducing the workload on the crew and making the tank feel more like a computer-controlled war machine than a traditional armored vehicle. The digital control systems give it unmatched accuracy and speed in targeting. Despite its heavy armor, the T-14 is surprisingly fast. It is powered by a 1,500 horsepower turbodiesel engine that pushes the tank to speeds of up to 80 to 90 km per hour on roads, faster than most Western tanks. It has an operational range of about 500 km on a single refuel. The engine is designed to be modular, meaning it can be swapped out in the field if needed, giving the T-14 an advantage in long campaigns. Its advanced suspension and track system allow it to maneuver effectively across both urban landscapes and open terrain. To understand the T-14's place in modern warfare, it must be compared with its rivals. The American M1A2 Abrams is battle-tested, heavily armored, and uses a gas turbine engine that gives it enormous power. But it still relies on a manned turret. The German Leopard 2A7 is considered one of the most reliable and accurate tanks in the world, but it too follows traditional design concepts. The British Challenger 3 has some of the heaviest armor in the world, but it is slower and less futuristic than the T-14. Where the Armata stands out is in its revolutionary crew capsule and unmanned turret, giving it a level of crew protection unmatched by its rivals. However, unlike the Abrams or Leopard, the T-14 has not yet been proven in large-scale combat, and that leaves many experts questioning its real-world effectiveness. The T-14 is not just a tank, it is the centerpiece of the Armata Universal Combat Platform. Russia has plans for infantry fighting vehicles, armored personnel carriers, and even self-propelled artillery systems based on the same design. The future may see tanks working side by side with drones, artificial intelligence, and hybrid electric engines. Russia hopes the T-14 will be the backbone of its armored forces for decades to come. But due to high costs and international sanctions, production has been slow, and only a limited number of T-14s are currently in service. This raises the question, will the T-14 truly dominate the battlefield, or remain a rare futuristic prototype? The T-14 Armata is more than a weapon. It is a symbol of innovation, of ambition, and of the future of ground warfare. Its unmanned turret, crew capsule, advanced protection systems, and cutting-edge technology make it unlike anything else in the world today. Whether it becomes the standard for future tanks or stays a rare piece of Russian engineering, one thing is certain. The T-14 has already changed the way the world looks at armored combat. And as warfare continues to evolve, the Armata will always be remembered as a glimpse into the future. This was SkyIntel, your window into the future of defense and technology.